volume.
Yep.
All right, talk to me. Yeah, I can barely hear you, so I'm figure out if I can keep talking. I mean, I've adjusted everything I can adjust, and I just don't hear you anymore, any better than I did before. Maybe try it now. Okay, so you're good on your end as far as hearing us? Okay, all right, good deal. So, I mean, I'm gonna try my best to hear you when we're coming in and out of breaks, but I mean, we can hear each other, and as long as it sounds good on your end, then we'll just deal with it.
Brother Brent. See up here?
All right, good. We're just gonna stay on until game time. Is that good with you? All right, I'm gonna take my headset off. I'll come back on when we got 10 minutes. All right, thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WE Buck Helen Stadium. I am Cody Wise, the wise guy, along with my sidekick here, Carly King, Councilman Carl, and hey man, it's football time. Aren't you glad to be back?
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped.
So-
Left off with a little sour taste in our mouth from last year, but I'm ready to get it back started.
So let's talk a little bit about last year right quick. We made a really great run. We went deep, went to the state championship game,
Yeah.
fell short a little there, but so let's talk about how that's transitioned and what you've seen in the spring and then leading into the summer, Carly, and now here for opening
Well,
night. Tell me about what you see.
obviously you take a hit when you lose singers like Big Dre Killingsworth, Gabe Jazz, and not to mention the Oklahoma Sooner, Kelly Davis. That's a loss there, obviously. But you have a huge junior class that stepped up into their senior role. You got Maddox McGee, Cam Seal, Bubby Bryant, Trey Champagne, Russell. You got all those guys, and I can name more, but I don't have the list in front of me right now. But a ton of seniors coming on that are experienced and going deep into the playoffs. They know what it takes to win, and they're just going to have to step up and fill the gap.
Certainly a lot of talent coming back this year, and we've got a tough test ahead of us here for the first game of the season against the Adams County Christian School.
David King, we know a little thing about playing against David King.
We sure do, and they're led by their quarterback, number 3, Coleman Carter, who I understand is a ULL Division I commit.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
interested to see what he brings to the table tonight and how this game's going to shake out. So the Bucks are receiving the kickoff here as we're fixing to get started. So let's see what the night brings us. Rebels getting set to kick off, and looks like we've got Rayburn back deep for the Buccaneers, and a fair catch is going to be called by number 13, Zeke Buford.
Another big senior coming on this year, too.
Basketball stud too, for sure, man. Fun to watch.
Come on, Cody, it's football season.
Yeah, well, you just gotta point it out, you
Take it
know.
along. Tight end.
You gotta show all the talent, you know.
I think tonight you're probably going to see maybe I wouldn't say a total different look than maybe you've seen from Bowling Green. I think you'll probably see a lot of beer. We'll see how Adams comes out to try to defend that.
So here we go. The Buccaneers are gonna have the ball at their own 31-yard line. Let's see what they start out with. 1st and 10. Gerald takes the snap, and we got a flag on the play already.
False start.
And indeed, you're right, Councilman Carl. There's going to be a false start against the Bucks, so it's going to push them back already.
You expect that to probably happen a couple of times, but let's learn from it now and not try to do it again.
First game
Nerves,
butterflies.
you're there. You got your first game butterflies. You're playing against a good team. You're at home. So try to get settled in.
Buccaneer ball at their own 26. Gerald under center, and here we go again. Another flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be another false start. And indeed it is. Pushing back some more, and you don't like to see it two plays in a row there, Carl.
Absolutely not. And if I know Coach Johnson, he's fuming on the sidelines right now.
But it's early. We've got to get our composure here. So,
And look, we've said it before, with this type of offense, you cannot lose any ground. 3rd and longs are not built for us right now.
so first and a long way to go from our own 21. Gerald takes the snap, and he's going to hand it there. It's like
Bubby Bryant.
number 44, Bubby Bryant, for a small gain.
Another senior coming in off a big year last year, a lot of yards, rushing yards last year.
Played
Big kid.
a massive role last year.
Absolutely.
We look forward to see what he's going to bring to the offense this year. For sure.
Great leadership, between him and Maddox and those guys. Great football minds, very knowledgeable of the game. They know what everybody's position is, and that's a huge role to have him play on the team.
2nd and long. Gerald under center, going to take the snap. Looks like he's going to roll out and throw it, and that pass is going to be intercepted.
I mean,
Number 7, Tristan Burns.
just a great play on defense, honestly. I mean, Burford, the ball was a little bit behind him. He tried to come back and catch it. came off his hand and it just went right in the direction of the defender and he capitalized on
Yeah,
it.
Burns was Johnny on the spot there.
I thought it was a great play call.
It was. It was. So the Rebels are going to take possession here after the turnover, and they're going to have the ball in Buccaneer territory at the Buccaneer 36-yard line. The Rebels march up in the shotgun formation with Carter calling the cadence. He's going to throw it out to the outside for the first pass of the night, or the first play of the night, rather. Pass and play, however you want to say it.
And look, Cody, they're going to have to put some pressure on this kid because this kid's accurate. He's not a ULL commit for nothing. He can swing it. He's versatile with his feet, but they're going to have to put some pressure on him. If they let him stand in the pocket, he could pick his apart.
This is going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Rebels here. In Buccaneer territory. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off here to number 4. It's going to be Adrian Walker who picks up a nice gain for the Rebels. It's going to be enough for a first down.
Looks like McGee and Wilson on the tackle.
McGee on the stop for the Buccaneers. Set up that first down. 1st and 10 Rebels. It's Buccaneer 23.
So that's going to bring 1st and 10 at the Buccaneer 23 for the Rebels. Here we go. Rebels to the line in the shotgun formation. Ball is snapped. Carter drops back to throw it, and he's looking to the end zone, and he sees number 8 wide open, Cedric Owens for the touchdown.
It looked like there was some confusion on the coverage there between Champagne and Wilson. Not sure what it was, but the guy he was completely wide open. Easy touchdown pass.
And I can see early on, you can't have a miscommunication like that with a quarterback like this.
No, absolutely not.
Playing against you, so the Rebels strike first and early.
Look, not the start you wanted, but hopefully we can get the butterflies out, work the kinks out, and settle in, play football. You've done it before, and get this thing going.
It's early, so Caleb Daughtry in to attempt the extra point for the Rebels. Snap is up, holds down, and the kick is up, and it is good. So that will bring the score to 7-0 for the ACCS Rebels over the Bowling Green Buccaneers with 9:44 left to go in the first quarter. So I'm interested to see, Carly, how we respond to that. Like you said, that strike early is the first game. We got some butterflies. We've got some new faces that stepping in to fill some shoes.
And we
Both
do.
the talents there.
But and on the flip side, though, I mean, most of these returning players were starters last year. A lot of them, a good portion of them. If they weren't, they started on one side of the ball or the other. And
And they all play big
They're
roles.
seasoned. They play big roles. They play big games. First drive on offense and defense didn't go your way. Let's take a deep breath and play football.
They're no stranger to adversity.
Right.
So here we go. The Rebels are set to kick off. Number 12, Caleb Daughtry will be kicking off. Looks like we got Rayburn back deep again for the Bucks, along with number 3, Trey Champagne. Ball is kicked, and they kick it right to Burford again, who's going to call for another fair catch.
And we kind of going back to last season. I know this drove me both nuts as a fair catch, and on the pooch kick. It still drives me nuts, but I understand it. But it seems like there's probably more room to run than not. But I thought that most teams wouldn't kick it to us because of Kelly Daniels, but they just don't want to kick it back there. Because let me tell you, Rayburn has wheels.
He has some serious wheels.
Genetics
He has some
have
serious
came
wheels.
down to Rayburn.
So here we go. The Buccaneers will have the ball in their own territory at their 28-yard line. P.J. Gerald going to be under center again for the Bucks. Give to Bubby Bryant up the middle, and the ball is loose.
Really thought he was down.
It
We'll
looks
see
like
what
he
they
was
call.
down, but let's see what the referee says,
Oh.
because the Rebels have recovered.
He was falling forward when the ball came out, and I thought that his knee was on the ground. Obviously, we can't challenge that here in high school football. But look, the ball came out. Either way, whether your knee's on the ground or not, you got to hold on to the football, got to secure the football, and boy, not what you wanted to see so far.
Not what we want to see so far. So the first play of the second drive ends in a lost fumble for the Buccaneers, and there's a timeout on the field. So we are going to take a short break.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
And you can tune in to us on 107.3 WFCG and catch us live on Buck Vision. We'll be back.
We're back live.
All right, so here we go. Play was ran while we were on our break, so that's going to bring up a second down. And number 3, Carter, is going to find number 14 for the Rebels. That's Colton Rabb.
Another blown coverage there. I mean, he was just wide open in the middle of the field.
And that's going to bring it within the 10-yard line in Buccaneer territory. And just that fast, the Rebels are threatening to score again. With 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. First and goal. Ball is snapped. Give to number 4, Adrian Walker.
Maddox made a great play early on. I just think he took maybe the wrong angle. Look, that back's fast. And just possibly took the wrong angle there, but it looked like he was going to have a tackle for a loss and just couldn't set the edge. One thing you can't question about that kid, he's going to put himself in a position to make a play.
Absolutely. Had a lot of big hits last year and a lot of solid game-changing plays. So it's going to be second down and goal from, looks like the 5-yard line here. I'm sorry, the 6. Buccaneers 6. Ball is snapped. Carter rolls out. Looking for his receiver in the back of the end zone. Nothing there. He's trying to scramble a little bit and get to the outside, and he is stopped just short of the goal line. So he picks up a few more yards. It's looking like it's going to be third and goal from the 1 here.
And I felt like Bowling Green did a good job there in coverage. You know, he gained a little more than we had hoped, but nobody panicked. Everybody slid the line. They didn't come up the field. They rode the line of scrimmage and held him from making a touchdown there.
So here we go, third and goal from 1. Carter in shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off.
I think they made the stop. Yep.
And they did.
Fourth down. Great play.
Stopped him short.
Notice who's getting out from under the pocket there. Maddox McGee.
Making the play. That was number 21 for the Rebels.
Great job by the defensive line, Cam Seal, all those guys right there in on the play.
So here we go, a huge 4th and goal right here from the Buccaneer 1, and let's see who wants it more.
See who wants it.
Okay. Ball is snapped, give to 21 again, and he is in the end zone. He just gets in. He just gets in to make it a 13-0 lead for the ACCS Rebels with 7:23 left to go here in the first quarter.
So after a blown coverage with a long pass play, Bowling Green with their backs against the wall, they're on the 1. Tough, but I felt like the defense looked better there. In the last couple of plays, it seemed like they were playing where they should be, which we've never really had a problem stopping the run. The struggle is being able to cover the pass right now.
So Caleb Daughtry is going to be in to attempt the extra point for the Rebels. Snap is out, ball is down, and kick is up, and it is no good. So the score will remain 13-0. 7:23 left to go here in the first quarter.
Cody, if I was a betting man, I'd say they're going to pooch this kick right here.
I can't disagree.
I wish they just give one chance. You got Trey Champagne back there, Rayburn. Both of them's got wheels. But they know that too, apparently.
So the Rebels getting set to kick off here again, and Champagne and Rayburn back deep for the Buccaneers. Number 12, Caleb Daltrey, to kick off. Here we go. Let's see if your intuition is right.
There it is.
And there it is to
He
Burford
didn't fair
again.
catch. No fair
So the
catch.
ball is down, and Burford will have to dive on it. So the Bucks will take over in their own territory at about their own 23-yard line. Excuse me, that would be the 25-yard line. And after a couple of bad starts.
I mean, we really haven't got to see an offensive drive and what really they're going to do. You know, interception and the fumble within a couple of plays. So let's see if this offense can settle in, get a first down, get in a rhythm. Because when you're trying to run this direction, you're trying to run option, veer play, you got to get in a rhythm to be able to run that.
Here we go, play clock winding down to 6. Buccaneers get to the line of scrimmage. Gerald under center. Ball is snapped. Going to give to Bryant, and nothing going there as he is stopped just behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that was Cam Seal.
I'm sorry, it was Seal. Cam Seal.
Very similar.
Maybe your eyes are a little bit better than.
Oh, they're wearing 21. You know that's a Seal number. You know that number's going to be worn by a Seal.
It looks like he actually gained a yard out of that.
Yeah, he fell forward. Fun fact, Cody. Matt McGee's the junior high head football coach.
So I've heard
Matt
you out there
Sessions
helping out.
and myself are out there helping. And I don't want to give too much away. Go ahead with the play call.
Gerald under center on 2nd and 9. He's going to look back to pass, and
that's
he's
pass
going to try to
interference.
find Burford, and a lot of contact there, and no flag on
He
the
pulled
play.
on his face mask right before
Wow.
he put up the rim.
Wow. How do you miss
How
that?
do you miss that play? I mean, he pulled on his face mask the entire time.
And I love the play call there.
I do too.
Gracious. I mean,
Not
it's
sure
right
if he
in
would have
front
been open if he didn't pull on it, but that's definitely a pass interference.
of- Definitely a missed call there. Nothing else I can say about that.
We needed to catch a break there. Back to the junior high thing. You're very familiar with offense and you're very familiar with the defense.
Are we going power out right?
Gary Hendry, you know it like the back of your hand.
Yeah, power out right.
And I love every second.
There we go. Love to hear it. 4-3 defense.
That's it.
All right, here we go. Ball is snapped on 3rd and 9. Gerald looking back to pass again.
Oh!
He's gonna.
He was open.
He's gonna look for number 12, Tucker Pittman, and he was there and just cannot come up with it. So
Wide open.
that's gonna bring
Great
up
play call.
4th and 9. Great play call.
And look, Preston's throwing the ball well. He was a little behind on the interception, which, no fault of his own. That bounced right to the defender. But you didn't see this a lot with Bowling Green slinging the ball. You saw it when you had Kelly Daniels. But other than that, we've been a running team. But you like to see, Preston's got a cannon on him. He can throw it, and that was just a missed opportunity there.
So it's going to be 4th and 9. The Bucks bring up their punting formation. Looks like Preston Burns is going to be back deep for the Rebels.
Missing a player on special teams.
And looks like only 10 men on the field here for the Buccaneers. So bit of a miscue there. We're going to have to call a timeout. So with 6 minutes and 31 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, the Rebels still lead the Bucks 13-0.
Really? it's all because of miscommunication in coverage, false starts, fumbles. You know, we're fourth down, we're about to punt, and somebody didn't realize they wasn't, you know, they were supposed to be out there on the field for the punt team. They're not there. We're shooting ourselves here. Not so much, you know, Adams really hadn't had to do much. So that, you know, there's just stuff we're going to have to do on our end to figure out. Do I think Adams is, you know, even if you have it, you don't have those penalties, are they a tough team? Absolutely not. But I don't think it's 13-0, you know, within half the first quarter. I mean, we got 5 minutes. And so
Just need better execution.
we just need to execute.
So here we go, both teams back on the field as the Buccaneers are set to punt. Burns back deep for the Rebels. Ball is snapped. The punt is up. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the, let's see where they spot it here. Looks like it's going to be at the 41-yard line in Buccaneer territory. So the ACCS Rebels will start their third drive once again in Buccaneer territory. Both teams taking a break here.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall down there with Coach Dean, listening to what he's telling his defense. Because I bet it's not very pleasant right here, Cody.
Well, you know, I'm sure he's lighting a fire over him
Yeah,
here.
little encouragement.
Understandably.
Dean King, very great player here at Bowling Green, coached here at different times, very respected alumni, and we're glad to have him coaching defense.
Great dude.
Yep, great coach, even better person, and he's a singer. I mean, he's probably better than you, Coach.
He's pretty good, man. He's pretty good for sure.
I've never heard him sing Elvis, so I don't know if I can really compare, but he's definitely got some
I
vocals.
tip my hat to him for sure. Talented guy. All right, so the Rebels are in the shotgun formation here in Buccaneer territory at the 41. Ball is snapped. Carter looking to the left. He's going deep, and he's got a man, and it is
Almost intercepted.
great coverage
Great
by
coverage.
Burford on the play.
And look, a smash hit by number 48.
That's going to be number 48, just Gaines. Is that correct?
I think so. I mean, put a bead on it. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to put it. But I like the fact that they got out of the overload on the defense. They're going to a 3-man front and making sure we're in coverage.
So here we go. Second down, ball is snapped. Carter looking to throw again. Great footwork as he's got plenty of time.
Let
He's
him
gonna be
set the edge.
pushed
Set the edge.
to the left. He sees no one there. Going to roll back to the right. He's going to cut right up the middle of the field, and
Block him
flag
back.
comes out.
It's
Carter's
coming
still
back.
on his feet as he picks up a good game, but it looks like it's going to come back because, like we said, flag on the field. So
Look, great adjustment defensively by Coach Dean King here. I mean, it looked like before they came to the line, they were shifting overload on the right side and bring 4 or 5 guys. And it was just messing up the coverage. He's backed off. He's sending 3. They're trying. They want to sling it. And look, that quarterback, he don't know where to go. So I think it was a great adjustment. Maybe it was that speech he was giving on the sideline.
perhaps so. So the Rebels are going to be backed up to near midfield at the Buccaneer 49-yard line. Second and long now, and
What you don't want to happen if you're Adams is a momentum swing at Buck Helen Stadium, because once they get a little fire under them, they're coming.
yeah, let's speak about the atmosphere here. How about this new jumbotron?
Jumbotron. I'm trying to get it where we can do a pregame on that, Cody. You think everybody want to listen to us out there?
We'll have to see. So here we go. Second and long. Ball is snapped. Carter's going to pitch it to number 7.
Great job, Maddox McGee.
Number 7, Tristan.
Maddox
Martin,
McGee,
get outside.
you
Maddox McGee is there to say no sir and make an excellent play.
He's a headhunter. Him and Cam Sales both on the play. He knew what was coming. Look, I mean, the guy, I wish I knew how much film Maddox has watched on this week. Probably more than me watched in a single season. I'll be honest with you.
I can imagine. He's
He
a student of
knows.
the game.
He knows before the play what's coming.
So here we go. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. As the Rebels are pushed back in long territory. Carter set back to pass. He's going to throw it deep. He's got number 14. And oh goodness.
Great play by Preston Gerald.
Preston Gerald. Great coverage there.
He had it in his hands and he popped it right out. I mean, he was, look, I thought he was beat. I didn't think he was going to get there in time. A great play. 4th and long. Hey, look. We got a defensive stand. We've settled in a little bit. Let's see if that translates to the offense.
And it was a beautifully thrown ball there by Coleman Carter and the receivers there. So that was certainly great coverage there by Gerald to make a big play and
Hey, are they
bring up
going for
4th
it?
down. And it looks like they're going to go for it here.
The disrespect.
With 4th and long in their own territory, ball is snapped. And
Grab him. Grab him. Good job.
the Bucs are
Sacked
going
him.
to swallow him up.
Yep. Well, I saw it was disrespectful, and I guess that's what they get for doing it. 4th and long, you're up 13-0, and you're going to come out there and try to throw a ball. I mean, if that's not cocky, I don't know what it is.
And that's going to be gains on the sack there for the Bucs.
Here we go.
So
Little momentum swing.
a huge momentum swing here. So we will see if the offense can execute a little bit better here now as they've got the ball in Rebel territory for the first time with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Still down 13-0. Bucs at the line of scrimmage. Gerald under center. Ball is snapped.
Buck sweep.
He's going to hand it off.
Positive yards.
Going to get some yards there. And that's Jesse Gaines again, number 48 on the carry.
Is that the most positive yards we have
Pick
yet?
up a couple of yards there. Could be a gain of 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 now for the Bucs at the ACCS 37-yard line.
Now look, this backfield, even though these players they've played their season, this backfield's new outside of Bubby. So they're still learning their positions, they're learning, their role, so it's new to them.
Gerald's going to call it and give it to Rayburn, who shows some speed.
Looks like a first
Gets
down.
in there, and he's going to pick up enough for the first down on 2nd and 7. So move those chains and showing some signs of life here after a good momentum swing there. So
Now, we didn't lose speed when we had Rayburn back there. Obviously, that's another one that filled in the role, running the ball. He played a little receiver last year, made a big catch at Central Hines to win the ball game. Played defense, played some corner and return. But like I said, as far as athleticism, he's got it.
So 1st and 10 here. Gerald's going to hand it off.
Big Bubby Bryant.
Looks like he's going to give to Bubby Bryant, number
And
44.
it looks like Adams has practiced against Bubby Bryant. They're staying strong in the middle on Bubby. They know what that man can do.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 8, it looks like. Ball on the 26-yard line. Down ball is snapped.
Oh no.
Bit of a read option pitch.
Jump on the
and,
ball.
Oh goodness. The ball is loose after a pitch and the Rebels recover.
It was like a hesitation to jump on the ball after it was on the ground. At that point, at quarterback, you want to go ahead and keep it. I mean, I don't think it was but look, it's the heat of the moment. You read it. They had the guy tackled for the fullback. He went around the end. It wasn't there, and he went to make a pitch, and it just didn't work out. And you hate that on the momentum there. Let's see if our defense can make a big stop.
The Rebels will take over at their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Carter calls his cadence. He's going to hand it off. That's number 21.
Looks like there's a flag.
Flag on the play, and 21 picks up a big gain. Unfortunately, I can't call 21's name here because he is not listed on the roster. He must have changed his number. But he's certainly had a few good carries here tonight, including the touchdown on the second drive. So
It's like we got a holding penalty on Adams.
that is correct. It's going to be a holding call, so that one's going to come back after the nice gain by number 21.
Take out penalty, makes the ball back to the level 37. We have first and 10.
All right, so the Rebels are going to come to the line of scrimmage here, backed up at their own 26. Ball is snapped. Carter's going to roll out and look to find somebody, and nobody's there, so he's going to take it himself and run it and pick up some positive yardage.
It was like Tucker Pittman got him from behind there right as he came to the line. I didn't think he gained a yard on that one. I thought he had him right at the line of scrimmage. Oh yeah, they put him back.
Yeah.
They put him back.
So now that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Rebels from their own 34-yard line. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Rebels still lead 13-0.
Another thing Bowling Green's going to have to do this year, Cody, is that they were able to sub a lot of players off of defense and offense where they just play one way. Great play, great stop there by Trey Champagne, cleaned up by Maddox. But they're going to have to play both ways. There's a lot of kids that are going to have to play, and we're used to that. It was always that way for us, and then as time went on, we changed that you only play one way, which I never agreed with because I was used to it. But it obviously helps you. They're not going to be able to do that as much this year.
So no gain there on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 11 from the 34-yard line. And let's see what the Rebels have up their sleeve here. Ball is snapped. Oh, he's going to lose control of throwing it.
And he catches
It himself, but he's going to be brought down by a host of Buccaneers. So I don't know how that would be called. I mean, it looks like it would probably be a completion to oneself.
Yes.
One reception for picking it
Everybody
up.
had to snap. Like that. So what are they going to do here? Are they going to come back out and try
Well,
to?
they've got the punt formation already out, so they're definitely not going to go for it on 4th and long here again.
I appreciate it. My days knowing David King were when Ridley was a running back for Trinity.
Episcopal, yes. And we got a flag down before the ball is snapped, and it looks like it's going to go against the Rebels.
Delay game.
Yeah, delay a game.
Yeah. Junior year, we were able to hold Ridley to 50 yards. 23-0 at halftime. We lost 24-23.
Yeah.
Even though there was 50 yards, and they started passing it, and then the next year.
Tell me about his yards the following year.
So my
Because I remember that game pretty well.
My senior year, he had a pretty good game. Very close game. We lost at the very end.
Right.
But, I mean, he played every position.
So the ball is punting. It looks like the Bucs are going to call a fair catch. That's Raiden Rayburn.
Look, Bowling Green's found a way to stop him. We just got to get the offense rolling.
Yeah, the past two defensive looks have been very good. So
13-0. If we can get a score right here, it's total different.
it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah. And again, like I said, everything, all the touchdowns they scored was on our part. We gave it to them from mental errors, and it looks like we're correcting it on defense at least.
So 42 seconds left to go. The Bucs come to the line of scrimmage here in their own territory. Ball is snapped. And
Hold on to that ball.
hand off to Gaines, who's going to pick up enough for a first down. What a great run there on 1st and 10 to cross into Rebels territory.
I think they got him a yard short, Cody.
Looks like it. It sure did. So it's going to be 2nd and 1, but
He thought he had a fair.
he did, and I did too.
I did too.
Ball going to be at the 45-yard line in Rebel territory. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. Play clock down to 8. Bucks at the line of scrimmage. And they're just going to let the quarter run out. So at the end of the first quarter, the ACCS Rebels lead the Bowling Green Buccaneers 13-0. We're going to take a short break.
Yep, take a 1 minute break. You're watching Buck Vision and listening to 107.3 WFCG.
And here we go. We are back for the start of the second quarter. And Carly, let's see if we can get something rolling here after some 2 solid defensive possessions.
Very, very impressed with adjustments on defense. We just need to translate it to the opposite side of the ball here. Fresh quarter, 13-0, the Rebels. They are the Rebels, right? There we go, Big Bubby rolling.
So Gerald's going to snap and hand it off to Bubby Bryant, who's going to pick up a first down and some.
And that's really, I mean, if you can get 5 yards from that guy and get you where it's, manageable seconds and manageable thirds, that's where this offense can thrive. When you get 3rd and longs, it is a little bit tougher for them.
And when you get Bubby Bryant rolling like this and he gets some momentum, he's going to be really hard to tackle late into the game.
That's right.
So here we go. Gerald getting back under center. First down for the Buccaneers at the Rebel 41-yard line. Ball is snapped. He's going to give it again here up the middle to Bryant, who's going to pick up a couple more.
They stop him within 2 yards. He's going to fall for 2 more. That's a good thing about those.
Looks like he's going to pick up 3 yards there. Which will bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Buccaneers. Ball going to be spotted at the Rebel 38. Gerald under center calls his cadence.
Here we go.
Looks to give to Bryant, makes a good
call.
read and pulls it. And
Great read there. And that's going to make all the difference in the world when you're running this offense. Quarterback being able to read on the
great pickup there by Preston Gerald.
And I think that's going to be a learning curve for him. I mean, new quarterback this year, obviously. He played a little bit last year when we had LJ. And so you got a different quarterback. He's still learning his reads. He's still learning the process. And great job there.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 here from the Rebel 29. Gerald's going to snap the ball. He's going to hand it off. Looks like Gaines again, who's going to get to the outside and pick up some yards. And another nice run there for the Buccaneers.
Set the edge, the buck sweep. A very regularly ran play all year last year.
It'll be 2nd down for the Buccaneers from the Rebel 22.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down from the Rebel 22. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 2.
I'd like to see a dose of Bubby right here. But I think they would think it was coming.
Well, you're 1 for 1 on your bets. Let's see if we can get it again.
Nope, they faked it.
Oh, goodness.
Cannot hold on to the ball. Oh, he tossed it back.
Rayburn fumbles the football, and the Rebels pick it up and toss it backwards, and number 8 is still on his feet, and he is going to go all the way to the end zone. That's going to be Cedric Owens for a long fumble return for a Rebel touchdown. And Carly, it seems like we get momentum on the offensive side, and then it's just halted quickly. So not what we want to see there as Buccaneer fans with 9:11 left to go in the second quarter.
Everything we've done is shooting ourselves in the foot. It's fixable though. It's not like they're stopping us and we can't make the blocks, we can't make the coverage. We're doing it to ourselves. It's self-inflicted where, you're down 19-0 over mistakes.
Certainly correctable mistakes. So Daughtry going to come in for the extra point attempt for the Rebels. Ball is snapped. Down. Kick is up, and it is good. So that's going to bring the score to 20 for the ACCS Rebels and nothing for the Bowling Green Buccaneers here with 9:11 left to go in the second quarter.
Let's just hope that didn't knock the wind out of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of time left in this ball game. A lot
really
of time. Okay, that was a long first quarter. We got plenty of time left to go here in the second quarter.
I mean, although, yeah,
We've-
it looks different, 13-0 to 20-0. I mean, you're down 3 scores. But look, you pick away at it here, you get a score. You hold them. I mean, there's plenty of time to come back.
Plenty of time. A lot of football left to play. Look, we've seen way bigger comebacks in football in our lifetimes, often. So,
100%.
certainly no reason to lay down here with a lot of time left. Because we've shown a lot of life here.
We have. If there's any game to get it worked out, it's the first one of the season.
We've been able to move the ball successfully on several play calls. It's just bad execution on a couple causing turnovers and big momentum swings. So the Rebels are set to kick it off. Daughtry, and it's going to be Gaines, Champagne, and Rayburn deep for the Buccaneers. And there you go, another fair catch called on the kickoff.
Why would he fair catch it? I think that's a question from the sidelines too. I don't think the coaches wanted the fair catch it there. It's just miscommunication on all sides of football right now. But he had a wide open path to make a return there.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the Buccaneer territory, in Buccaneer territory for the Buccaneers.
We're
a little twisted there.
We gotta get a touchdown here where we can see Bullseye Brock knock it through, Cody.
Well, we certainly need the answer big here. So here we go, Gerald under center. Ball is snapped. It's going to give it to Bryant, who's rumbling through for about a 9-yard pickup. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I feel like we hold on to the ball, they can't stop us. We hold on to the football, play Buccaneer football, hold on, simple things, keep the drive going.
2nd and 1, Gerald under center, calls his cadence, going to give it to Champagne, who tries to get outside.
Nothing there.
Nothing going there. Looks like he might have gained just a little bit. It's going to be third and a full 1 here for the Bucs at their own 39-yard line, and this is a huge play, Carl.
There's only one thing you can do here, Cody. Give it to the bus, Bobby Bryant.
And look, hey,
he kept it.
They fake the give to him, and Gerald keeps it for himself and gets outside and picks up several yards.
Cody, I'm only 1 for 3 now.
What's happening? You had the right idea.
I mean, if it was me, I just feel like it's a guarantee. But hey, they got the first down. I was wrong. I can admit when I was wrong. It's tough.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers, still in their own territory at their own 44-yard line. 7 minutes and 35 seconds and counting left to go in the second quarter. Gerald under center, calls his case, ball is snapped. He's going to keep it again.
Look, they're keying on Bubby Brown, and they know. I mean, every time they fake the handoff, or even when they give it to him, there's 2 or 3 guys needing him in the hole.
Gerald's going to be brought down by Tristan Burns after he picks up a couple of yards there. Looks like he actually picked up 4 yards there, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneer 48-yard line.
And you have to give it to Adams for keying in on Bubby. He's the veteran running back in the game. They know they got a couple of new running backs on the outside. They afraid he may be the biggest threat.
Gerald calls it. He's going to give it to Cam Seal, who's going to fight through.
He's got a yard.
Looks like he picks up 2 yards on the play. So after a gain of a couple, it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Buccaneers at the 50-yard line. Buccaneers come to the line of scrimmage. Gerald going to get down under center. Ball is snapped. Going to pitch it to the outside, and the ball is loose.
Oh, he recovered.
Thankfully, the Rebels couldn't handle the fumble
Well,
there.
they were trying to pick it up.
Trying to scoop and score there, and the Bucs were able to fall back on it, but not after losing a lot of yards.
I would think probably after 2 times in a row pitching it behind it, we may not run that again. I would probably just go ahead and X that one out. I know what they're trying to do, and on paper, yes, but we just can't execute it right now.
Perhaps just put it on the back burner for now, work on it some in practice, and bring it back to the tables.
Yeah.
I like the play call, just haven't been able to execute it just right.
I agree.
So the Buccaneers are going to be in to bring on their punt formation, and the kick is
Your punt?
the punt is up, and wow, flags all over the field after number 7 Burns makes a good return.
Hopefully
Catch
that's
him
a
on the
little
run
block
there.
in the back there. I hope, or holding. Let's give a little shout out to our veteran guys on the opposite side of the field, the Chain Gang, going on 3 years strong with Jake Graham, Bug Schilling, David Morrow, Trey McDaniel holding it down over there.
Quite a crew.
Quite a crew. But we've had the same ones 3 years in a row.
We have.
They should probably get an NIL deal.
I like it. We should probably get our own too, right? Have we heard that yet? Not yet.
I mean, I've thought it, but
We can at least open up negotiations. Right?
something. I feel like contracts should be discussed at some point.
I mean, we've got headsets this year. Come on.
We do. It's a little more official than the Bluetooth microphone or talking, directly into the iPad.
So, with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, the ACCS Rebels lead the Bowling Green Buccaneers 20-0 as both teams come back onto the field. Coleman Carter leading his troops to the line. Ball is snapped. He's going to give it to number 21.
only carry for the Rebels.
Who's going to pick up a nice gain for the Rebels.
Gains on the stop for the Buccaneers.
Looks like he's going to pick up about 5 on the play.
It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Rebels.
Going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Rebels. At their own 46. Rebels back to the line of scrimmage. Carter in the shotgun formation, calling his cadence. He's going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's going to find some room on the edge there and pick up a nice gain, enough for a first down for the Rebels.
A little chess game.
And Carter is certainly impressive throwing the ball, but his feet look really good too. Like you said, there's a reason that he's a ULL commit.
You know, he's mobile for sure. I feel like they're trying to capitalize on the 3 front. You know, they see the coverage is not there. It's like, okay, you're going to back off. We're going to start running the ball. Coming up in the 5.
Buccaneer territory. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it again to number 21, who picks up a nice gain, a first down and a few more.
Which we came out in the 5 front there. And I mean, there's no reason that he should be able to get that many yards. Look, you know, you got to know that the breath's been knocked out of him with that, you know, last turnover. And, you know, again, there's so much time left.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now in Buccaneer territory at the 37-yard line. Ball is snapped. Carter's dropping back to pass, and he's looking deep to the end zone with a pretty ball, and it is just out of the reach of his receiver there in double coverage. That was number 14, his favorite target, Colton Rabb. He's thrown several deep shots to him tonight.
Not a bad throw.
Not a bad throw at all.
I mean, the only person who could catch it was his receiver there. So
Not a bad throw.
Not a bad throw.
His ball placement has certainly impressed me.
Yep.
You know, if you look at the stat line, you're going to see a few incomplete passes there, but I haven't seen him throw a bad one yet.
No, even to himself was a good one.
You know.
The pass to himself was great.
2nd and 10, ball is snapped. Carter's going to roll around to the right side looking for something, and pass is going to be complete. That's going to be number 0, C.J. Ferguson. And he's going to pick up a nice little gain to make it 3rd and 3 at the Buccaneer 24-yard line. With 3 minutes and 18 seconds and counting left to go here in the 2nd quarter. So big 3rd down here. Carter's going to hand it off to number 21, who's going to keep it and gain enough for a first down. Going to cross past the 20 and into the red zone in Buccaneer territory. Ball going to be at the Buccaneer 18, 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. The clock is rolling, and the Rebels come to the line of scrimmage with Carter in the shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers out. He's going to snap, and he's going to look outside to the left. Nothing there. He's going to roll out, dropping back. Another pretty ball, and it is right in the back of the end zone to yet again his favorite target, number 14, Colton Rabb, for a touchdown. Just a beautiful throw. I mean, look, we can't take it away from him.
No, absolutely not. Great pass, great execution. I really thought we were going to be able to get to it, but I mean, he threw a dime there.
You know, he's rolling to his opposite side there, making that kind of throw to the back of the end zone. Just a really
impressive.
So the Rebels are going to bring out Caleb Daltrey for another extra point attempt. Snaps out, ball is down, kick is up. And and it is good. So that's going to bring the lead here for the ACCS Rebels to 27 over the Bowling Green Buccaneers 0 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Carly, tell me, at this point, what kind of halftime adjustments do we make?
I mean, offensively, it's just holding on to the football. It's executing the plays that you're running. You're stopping yourself. They've made decent plays, but overall, it's been all turnovers.
It's been all turnovers because, like we said, we've seen a lot of positive signs here on the offensive side for the Buccaneers outside of their fumbles and turnovers.
Which I know we punted on the last one, but it was because of an option. You know, the toss was behind the guy, and we were able to recover. But still, I consider that still pretty much a turnover there. I mean, it's all because of the fumbles and one interception. Defensively, I think after the first couple of drives they've set in, I don't think a whole lot defensively you have to adjust. The guy just has made, the quarterback's just made great plays.
He has that.
I mean, you can't fault him for that, or fault them for that. But other than that, we just got to hold on to the ball and execute the plays.
So the Rebels set here to kick it off to the Buccaneers. Champagne, Rayburn, and Gaines back deep for the Bucks.
All right.
Kick is up. Champagne's going to have some room, so he's going to run it.
Here we go.
And he's going to find some room.
Face mask. There it is. They threw the flag.
So, yes, he's going to be brought down by his face mask.
Great play.
At about the 43-yard line.
I don't think after that you have to worry about him fair catching anymore. I think he loved every bit of that.
Nice run there. Nice return. So they're going to mark that off from the spot of the foul where he was brought down, and that's going to bring the Buccaneers over into Rebel territory. So they're going to get a pretty nice start here on 1st and 10.
Another thing that I can appreciate, I know you can too, because it's so difficult to call a game on camera at the same time. Shout out to our boy Luke King for running the camera tonight. We appreciate it.
You're doing a mighty fine job.
Doing an excellent job. Thank you for taking that off our hands, because there's a lot of times we call plays and it's not on camera because we're watching it.
We'll be caught up in the moment. Gerald going to snap it. He's going to drop back to pass on 1st and 10, and he's going to look for Rayburn, but
looks
pass is broken up.
Flag on the play on the backside, on the opposite side of the field. So,
good coverage by number 23, Cam Woodard. But as you said, Councilman Carl, flag on the play, so let's see what we got.
Cody, when it gets to the 2-minute mark, you know what I think about?
Food.
The ball peanuts that they were cooking there. I smelled them all.
The concession stand.
Oh, they got great food. I don't even know what I'm on right now, but they either got chicken tenders, fried fish, boiled peanuts. There's always some surprise over there that we have each game. So if you're here and you're listening to any of this, go check out the concession stand.
Be sure to get to the concession stand. So here we go. Ball is snapped. Gerald's going to hand it to Gaines. Gaines is going to pick up a very nice run. And let me tell you, Jesse Gaines is playing hard tonight.
Oh, look.
He is playing excellent.
Look, this is one of those guys that's what we call a headhunter on special teams last year. He was going down the field and wrecking it on kickoff. And now with a bigger role this year, and it looks like he's seizing the moment.
1st and 10. Gerald's going to snap and gets Gaines there, but nothing going as he's dropped for a loss. So he's going to lose a few yards there.
Would be big here. I know we're 4 scores, but big here to make a touchdown here going into halftime. Bring yourself a little life. You're like, all right, we're settling in. Let's play football.
It's going to be 2nd and 12 now. Buccaneers in Rebel territory at the 25. Gerald's going to snap. He's going to roll out to the left after faking the handoff, and he's going to
Burford
find an open man.
Zeke Burford on the catch.
Zeke Burford.
Great job catching the ball, making sure his feet were in bounds, and then getting out of bounds to stop the clock and give him some time to hopefully get in the end zone here.
So great job there, as that'll be enough to pick up a first down and get us in the goal line.
Now for first down, it'll be first and goal from level 9.
And so the Bucs are going to come to the line of scrimmage at the Rebel 9 with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go. Ball is snapped.
There's a sweep.
Carroll's going to
It's
hand it off
open.
to Gaines, and it's there, and Gaines is going to
Touchdown.
find the end zone for
There
the
we go.
Buccaneer touchdown.
Look, and that may be all we need. Great job. Look, obviously, I feel like if you're going to give yourself a chance, you got to get in the end zone before halftime. They did that. We have a lot of football left to play.
A lot of football left to play, and a lot of positive things
Right.
on the offensive side outside of the turnover. So, you know, like you said, we've really played against ourselves here in this first half, because it'll certainly be a different ball game. Not to make excuses,
Right.
You can't take anything away from
No.
the way the Rebels have played. They're
No,
a great team.
Go look at the stat line, and it tells all about what happened in the first half.
So here we go.
Pulls out
Brock
Brock.
open, pulls out Brock, boots
Good.
it, and
Wow.
he is good.
Now he's improved. Not that he was bad; he was great last year, but man,
Looks like he's
he
added
had
a little power.
power.
Looks like he added a little power.
Yeah, bullseye Brock right there. Look, that kid, you can't say enough about his work ethic. But I don't know. These guys on field goal post at home. He goes to all these camps, really trying to master the art of kicking field goals, and he's done it, and I'm very proud of him.
Absolutely. So the Buccaneers strike, and that's going to bring the score to 27-7 with 1 minute left to go here in the first half. As they're going to set up for their first kickoff of the night.
I was just trying to think if we haven't done that. So it looks like we got Maddox McGee as a headhunter out there now. Let's see how that goes.
Not a bad one to have right there.
Honestly, I don't know how they'll kick it. Very, look, a lot of speed back there deep waiting on the kickoff for the Rebels.
Absolutely. You got number 7 Burns back there, who's got some serious wheels. Here we go. Brock set to kick it off.
Pushed it. You're not going to fair catch. They come around on the wide side. String it out, string it out. Good job.
C.J. Ferguson still on his feet. He's going to try to get to the outside, but some Buccaneers there, but cannot make the tackle, so he's going to reverse field. Still on his feet. Finds a wall, and he's trying to get outside after crossing midfield. He's finally going to be brought down by number 21, Cam Seal.
They're
And
dangerous.
number 1, Raiden Rayburn.
Jawing back and forth there on the opposite side. Burns letting him know.
So after a nice return there by Ferguson, that's going to bring up 1st and 10 in Buccaneer territory with 40 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Not bad by the kickoff team. I thought they did well stringing it out. You just got to hold on.
And Coleman Carter going to look at the sideline for his signal and get his offense set, call in his cadence. In a 5-wide formation, he's going to look outside to number 8.
That's behind the line.
Pass is incomplete. The ball's behind the line.
He passed it forward, I think. I guess that's what they call it.
We're going to run an incomplete pass, so that's going to bring a 2nd and 10 at the Buccaneer 46.
Maybe a half a yard forward. I mean,
Pretty close.
It looked pretty close. And we need something like that. That's one thing that they haven't done yet. Is just made, outside of penalties, they're holding on to the ball and doing the little thing.
So here we go. Ball is snapped. Carter's looking around. Got time to throw, and finally getting some pressure there by Gaines. Gaines is on his trail, but he's going to find the outside and get out of bounds to stop the clock. As they couldn't find a man deep in the end zone there, so there's going to be 26 seconds left.
Just kind of giving me flashbacks of Centerville at halftime when they scored 14 points in 1 second.
Wow.
Still haven't figured out how that happens.
Yeah.
I mean,
We were very puzzled for the rest of the...
weren't we up 21 points like within a few minutes left, and then they scored twice with a second left?
Second left. It's unreal.
they ended up winning that game overall, but just I don't think I'll ever see that again.
So we go ball snap. Carter dropping back. Finds a man across the middle of the field. Plenty enough for the first down and brings them to the 20-yard line in Buccaneer territory as they are going to call a timeout after that first down there to stop the clock with 18 seconds left.
And look, Adams is built for this type of offense. They're spread. They want to throw it. If I had a quarterback like that was committed UL, and I would do the same thing. But 18 seconds is a lot of time for a team that that's the type of offense they're going to run anyway.
With the quarterback with that caliber
Yep.
on him too.
And I mean, look, he's surrounded by some athletes. I mean, he's talented, but he has some athletes
A
surrounding him.
lot of speed on the field there for the Rebels. So timeout on the field with 18 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Rebels lead the Bucs 27-7 and threatening again here in the red zone. Both teams coming back onto the field after the break. Actually, the ball's going to be spotted there at the 24-yard line. As Carter with 5 wide receivers, empty backfield. He's going to slip and fall and be called down as his knee hit.
Looks like they're going to call another timeout.
Right, there's going to be another timeout call for the Rebels, which I think that's their third and final, if I'm not mistaken.
So Cody, what do you think? You think they feel like they got enough time to throw a little out and get a little closer, then go for the end zone, or you think they're going to try to go?
I think they're taking a shot right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're taking a shot. 13 seconds left to go. I think they're coming back out, empty backfield, 5 wide, and
Slinging.
seeing what they can see over the middle of the field.
I agree.
I would have all eyes on number 14, Colton Rabb. That is for sure, as he has been the go-to guy tonight for Colton Carter.
And also keep an eye on number 7. Is that Burns? Yep. Tristan Burns.
Burns has been a playmaker on both sides of the ball. Here we go. 5 wide receivers out. Carter's looking. Got a lot of time to throw, looking deep, and they take the shot to the middle of the field, and he's just going to throw it out of the back of the end zone.
5 seconds left.
Good coverage there for the Bucs. So now there are 5 seconds left, and let's see what they dial up.
Really good play by the
They
quarterback.
did have one call, timeout left to call. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Well, it was incomplete anyway. To stop the clock. Doesn't matter to me. But look, your quarterback Carter, smart decision there. I mean, the dude's got a cannon, throwing it to the back of the end zone there. Smart move. It's like, look, I got enough time for another play. Let's throw it back in the end zone and do it anyway.
And you have to believe with 5 seconds left here in the first half,
And look,
ball at the 31-yard line, that they're going to have a bag of tricks.
yeah, I can see it. Definitely David King. Yes. Well, what a difference that quarterback position makes in the league anyway. A running back. I mean, we look Kelly Daniels last year for us. Just changed a lot of things.
So here we go, 5 wide receivers out. Carter in formation, empty backfield. He's going to look outside right away to number 7, Burns. Burns is going to cut up to the middle of the field, but a host of Buccaneers is waiting for him there after a nice game. We're going to bring him down to end the first half.
All right, Cody. Made it a 3-score game. We saw a lot of positivity. We scored a touchdown. We made us stop going to halftime to go in and make some adjustments. It looks like we're settling in a little bit. Let's see what we can make happen.
Let's see what we can make happen. So we are going to take our halftime break
It's been
here,
about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
and we will be back in time for the second half here with the ACCS Rebels leading the Buccaneers 27-7. You can catch us on Buck Vision or listen here on 107.3 WFCG. I am Cody Wise, the Wise Man, along with my sidekick Carly King, the Councilman Carl. We'll be back soon. And we are back here at WE Buck Helen Stadium for the second half. The ACCS Rebels lead the Bowling Green Buccaneers 27-7 as the Bucks will be set to kick off.
We'll see what adjustments were made, but a good answer there right before halftime to be within 3 scores after, like we've been saying over and over, self-inflicted here. See what we got going on in the second half.
Looks like Burns is going to be back deep.
Got the bullseye Brock ready to kick it off.
Here we go.
Little pooch kick. They kicked it even shorter. Oh, fumble! Get on the ball.
Fumble on the kickoff.
Bowling green ball. Bowling green ball. Let's see what they call. Yes, sir.
That's the signal, and hey, that's
Let's
really
go.
big coming out here into the second half.
Hey, look, a score here. A long half.
Makes it a whole new ball game.
New ball game.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No,
Let's see what
no.
we can bring to the table. That's certainly a good way to start here for the Bucks.
I'm sure there was a very in-depth conversation with this offense in terms of first. If I know Jason Johnson, Coach Gonzalez, Stephen King, there was a long conversation about it. And I'm sure Matt McGee and some others were in on it.
To the line, gonna cause Cade snap, give to Rayburn, who takes the first initial hit and stays on his feet and then picks up several yards.
And look, he's holding the ball a little tighter. Great job there, great execution. Good job by Rayburn to, stay low, keep moving his feet, get an attack in the line, and get extra yards there.
So he's gonna pick up 9 yards there. It's gonna bring up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line in Rebel territory. As Gerald gets under center. Gonna give here to Bubby Bryant.
Look, it looks like they moved Bubby a little bit instead of being directly behind the center where the nose guard would be. Maybe give him a little breathing room there. Maybe I was wrong, but it looked like the handoff for sure wasn't where it usually is when they hand it to Bubby right in one hole. But he was out on the free side to give him a little room and a little edge to run there.
And it looks like Bubby's going to pick up enough for the first down. Gerald to the line, he's under center, ball is snapped. He's going to give to Bryant again. Up the middle for a small gain. It's like that was McDonald on the tackle for the Rebels there. It's going to bring up 2nd and, it's like 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line. Gerald under center. Snaps the ball. He's going to keep it himself after the fake to Bryant, and he's going to be gobbled up there by a couple of Raiders.
A little taunting there. I think we're going to have a personal. So, did you notice something different there, Cody? Even though it wasn't open for him, he didn't make that pitch this time. I don't think, I would bet he may not see that pitch again.
So we are going to have a penalty against the Rebels. It's going to move the Buccaneers all the way to the Rebel 11-yard line.
And the new set of downs.
With a fresh new set of downs. So 1st and 10 from the 11 to bring this fight being down for the Bucks. Gerald breaks the huddle and gets under center. Ball is snapped. Gerald's going to keep it himself, try around to the left side.
Great job breaking the tackle there.
Break his first tackle and stay on his feet.
Got a pretty good shot. Looks like we may have a man down for the Rebels, which was a guy that made a massive hit on Gerald. Glad to see Gerald be able to bounce back up, but it looks like we've been maybe taking a short little break here in gameplay. Hopefully just a little knockout of breath there, nothing serious for Rebels. catch a break. We really haven't been able to catch many breaks this game as far as penalty goes. But able to catch a break there. And looks like
that's going to be number 23, Cam Woodman.
yep, he's back on his feet. He'll have to go out.
He'll be able to jog to the sidelines unassisted, which is a good sign.
Yep,
so
good news.
Glad to see that.
Never like to see injury either on either side of the ball, so I'm glad he's able to get off the field. Great position here, Cody. A little momentum. See what they do.
Second down with second and 6 here.
I think they were given a little more time to get off the field, and we're ready to go.
Second and 6.
So Gerald going to get up to the line of scrimmage and get under center. Ball is snapped. He's going to get it there to Gaines. So
Sweet.
He's going to try to find a little room to run, maybe pick up the other side.
Gaines on the carry.
A little slow to get up. There it goes.
I tell you, he's been playing hard tonight.
Very hard. Very hard. And really with that buck sweep, which is, you know, more or less bread and butter for Bowling Green. Looked like he had more of a lane if he would have stayed outside, but obviously, you know, the Rebels have a lot of speed. They may have closed the gap before he could get there, but, you know, he made a decision to try to cut it up and get what he could.
Center going to snap here and give to
Big Bubby Bryant.
Who's going to truck his way for a few yards. And
I thought he was in. Very close. Should be a first down. He's saying run it again.
Run it again.
I love to see it. You know who used to do that in 1997? Big Dave Petty would tell him to run it behind him.
Run it behind me. So that's going to bring up a first down at the 1 yard line here for the Bucks. Knocking on the door.
And look, if I'm the coach and he says he wants it, I'm giving it to him.
Gerald under center. Ball and snap. He's going to give it to him again and try to get a little push, and no signal yet.
I think
They stopped him a little short, so
I feel like from this angle, obviously I'm biased. I want it to be in, but you know, give it to him again,
give it
Cody.
to him again. With second down, 1 yard to go.
It's about who wants it more at this point. I don't care who's in front of you. Be the guy who wants it more.
Buccaneers break the huddle and shot to the line of scrimmage. Gerald's observing here. Down under center. Ball is snapped. They're faking it and keep it himself.
Touchdown, Buccaneers
for the touchdown.
Well, here we go. 32-score game, and there's 7 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Hey, look, you made adjustments, came out in the second half, and that's what it got you.
So that's going to bring in the Buccaneer extra point team. Bullseye Brock's going to be in to attempt the extra point.
And I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but these extra points could come into play later in the game. Obviously, we're one missed by the Rebels.
Here we go. Ball is snapped. Place down.
Look good.
Is up.
We'll see.
Looks good from here, but
It's good.
Signal, it is good.
Locked in, Bullseye Brock.
Locked in Bullseye Brock with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The ACCS Rebels lead the Buccaneers 27-14. So a nice start here coming out in the second half for the Bucs.
Yep. And look, you got to give credit to the seniors. They've been there, they've been in the trenches, they know what it takes, and they're locked in. You're not going to, I don't feel like you're ever going to play Bowling Green and they lay down on you. And, you know, when you're down 27-0 at one point and you answer twice, and here we are with plenty of time, we'll see what happens.
And just think about how big that that fumble on the kickoff there was. I mean, we're talking about...
And the penalty.
Yeah, you know, we're talking about if the Rebels score there on that first drive, we're looking at a 34-7 ball game.
Even if they don't score, but they run out some time, you know.
Now we got a whole different scenario here, so let's see how it unfolds. Here we go. Brock to kick it off.
The pooch. And he's trying to run the wild side of the field again. Found the
It's going to be
seam.
C.J. Ferguson again, who had an impressive return a little while ago. He's going to get a good one here as they cross into Bucs territory. Ball's going to be spotted at the 44-yard line.
Looks like we got a penalty on the opposite side of the field, Cody. And the frustration from the player on the opposite sideline looks like it may go against Adams here. Not sure. Oh, it's against Bowling Green.
They're going to move the ball forward all the way to the Buccaneer 30.
Personal foul. Maybe unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure what happened. I know the opposing team player, the conflict where it happened, I didn't see what happened, but he looked pretty frustrated, and I was hoping that it wouldn't be against the Buccaneers, but here we are.
So we're going to get a first look here in the second half at the Rebels as Carter's going to hand it off to number 30. And that is going to be Sean Carey Cothran. And he was actually the one wearing number 21 in the first half, Carly, who had some impressive runs, and we couldn't figure his name out. Well, he is listed as number 30 on the original roster. He just wore a different number there in the first half.
So did he forget his jersey?
I don't know what happened there.
When I forgot, if I ever forgot my jersey, I didn't play.
You didn't play?
I mean, I never did that, but it was told if I did, I would play.
Yeah, you wouldn't play. Well, Carly, you know what? You got to be a little bit better of a player in order to play. You didn't even hear what I told you. You were watching the play.
Go ahead, say it again, Cody. I knew it was a jab.
I was taking a jab.
Don't worry, Cody.
You were a great player.
I played both sides of the ball my entire career, Cody. I don't need that. I didn't say I was good. I just maybe didn't how bad we were. Right? Why don't you go play basketball or something?
All right, so 6:41 left to go here in the third quarter.
Kind of missed that, but he just dropped that pass, right?
He did.
Looks like they may go for it again here.
Ball is snapped. Carter rolls out. I thought I'd heard a whistle, but apparently not, as he's still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down. Looks like they're going to spot him at about the 10.
Like they got a player for the Rebels cranking up.
I swear I heard a whistle.
They got cowbells and noisemakers and everything up here. Look.
That's going to be the second goal now for the Rebels. Ball at the 1 yard line. The Rebels able to move the ball pretty quick and get to the line of scrimmage here. Under center, Carter's going to keep it himself, and he is in for the touchdown.
So look, I mean, give them their flowers. They made a great drive. Good play calling, great drive. Looks like they made a few adjustments. Decided to go in a little bit of a heavier package there.
So that will bring the score to 32-14 with 5:22 left to go in the third quarter as the Rebels bring on their extra point team. That's going to be number 12, Caleb Daughtry, to kick another extra point. Let's see how that goes. Ball is snapped. It's down. Kick is up. It's a high one, and it is right down the pipe. It's good. 34-14 4:14 with 5:22 left in the third. The ACCS Rebels lead the Bowling Green Buccaneers. And you know, you mentioned a name earlier talking about the coaching staff, Carly. A new face, but a familiar face here this year that I love to see on the sidelines, Mr. Hutch Gonzalez. A friend of mine for a long time. Very skilled at coaching, was a great athlete himself. And
How Bunny era?
very intelligent guy, very athletic. We played some ball together back in the day. Very glad to see him.
The first time I met Hutch Gonzalez was on a softball field.
Yeah,
Played some softball tournaments
Yes,
with him.
yeah.
You know, great guy. Enjoyed that time. Hutch comes from the Hal Mummy era at Southeastern when they brought football back from there. I guess they brought it back 2005, 3 maybe, 3 or 4. And so he was a part of that group. I think in 05, 06, maybe 04, 05. Receiver. Played a little arena football, played some Canadian football, and then he started his coaching career here for a few years. Left, I think he maybe came back once, and then he went to Mandeville, then Live Oak, and now he's back doing strength and conditioning, athletic director. And we're glad to have him.
Very glad to have him. Let me tell you, his son Max is a stud athlete himself. He's on our Pee Wee football team.
Right.
Kingsley plays Pee Wee with him. And,
Great baseball player.
What a great kid, great player.
athlete. Yep.
Certainly going to be one to keep an eye on in the years to come. So the Rebels are getting set to kick off now. Champagne Gaines and Rayburn back deep for the Buccaneers.
Rayburn.
Rayburn going to get us in the return there.
And look, not knocking the fair catch calls and what they're trying to do, but obviously you see the upside on us being able to catch the ball and run with it. And glad we've seen a couple of returns.
So after a nice offensive drive our last possession, let's see what we can bring to the field here. As the Bucs will start from their own 40-yard line. They break the huddle, and Gerald's going to get under center. Calls his cadence, going to give there to, looks like that was Rayburn again, correct? Yes,
Yep.
It's going to be Rayburn on the carry. Dropped for a loss. So that's going to bring up a second down and about 13 to go. Excuse me, second and 12 from their own 38.
The second and 12 for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers 38.
There we go. Gerald calls the snap. He's dropping back to pass. He's
Going it deep to Zeke.
finding somebody deep
out of
there
bounds.
who's intended for Zeke Burford, but thrown out of bounds.
Third down.
Good coverage on the play by number 10, Jacoby Gaines. So that will now bring up a 3rd and 12 situation for the Buccaneer at 38.
I'll tell you, really, the pass play I like is them having Zeke run the drag route, the deep drag across the middle of the field. It seems like it's between him and Tucker Pittman. It's been open, a couple of times, and I'd like to see them try to use that a little more going forward.
And so
Here it
Gerald's
comes.
going to take the
Here it
snap and
comes.
roll around to the left side and take a shot there, but
I don't know where he was throwing it there. Zeke Burford was running across the middle of the field on the drag, which I was just talking about. And he was wide open, and I'm not, I know Preston had a little pressure on him, and maybe he was just trying to get rid of it and threw it too far inside, not sure.
possibly off balance a little
Yeah.
bit, but that's okay. So that's going to be intercepted by number 14, Colton Rabb, whose name we've called several times tonight on the offensive side of the ball. Now making the interception there for the Rebels, and the Rebels will take over at the 50-yard line with 4:22 left to go here in the third quarter. leading the Buccaneers 34-14.
And I'm sure the press box is relaying the message that Burford's open every time across the middle.
As Carter rolls to the left and throws a dart of a pass.
It didn't look like
Pick
too
up
bad of
about
coverage.
9 yards.
He sat in a soft spot there. And when you got the accuracy from Carter, it's hard to stop. Great job. You know, I mean, he's rolling the opposite way
And throwing
darts. Impressive.
Very impressive. I can't say enough about the kid, honestly.
He's cool and calm. He hasn't freaked out once. He's in control.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 1 now from the 41-yard line. Carter's going to take the snap in the shotgun, roll out to the right.
Good
and
coverage there.
Throw another nice pass. So
Another half
8, Cedric Owens, who makes the catch there in tight coverage. And hey, what can you say about that? Talk about the accuracy.
Half a second later, we may have been punching it out or making an interception, but I mean, just that goes back to the time of the quarterback. As soon as he bootlegged around, he saw it.
Well, one thing we know for sure, Carly, is we're not going to be facing many quarterbacks this season that play like this kid.
No, you will see him in week 3.
Yes, we will.
The quarterback for Centerville is transferred
Yes.
to Silliman,
Yes.
and he is a stud.
Well, he was extremely impressive last year in that Centerville game. As Carter's going to go deep and find number 2, who makes a nice back shoulder catch.
And I feel like he
good
turned
coverage.
around too early. I feel like he had a bead on the ball, and he turned his head away from it, maybe thinking he was burned. But
And still makes a
what a heck of a catch, though.
And yet another heck of a throw. So that's going to put them deep into Buccaneer territory now at about the 8-yard line. Well, the snap they're going to give there to number 30. That is Sean Carey Cothran, who was wearing number 21 in the first half, now wearing number 30 this half. Perhaps he forgot the jersey. Perhaps he just wanted to change. Maybe it's a luck thing. Who knows? But the kid can play.
Maddox McGee on the tackle again.
So we got 2 minutes and 13 seconds and counting left to go. As the Rebels go to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, and going to give to Cothran again at 30, and he is going to waltz right into the end zone for yet another Rebels touchdown. And that is going to put the score at 40-14 with 2 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter, with the Rebels extra point team coming onto the field. And number 12, Daughtry, is going to come on here for the Rebels to attempt the extra points. As Councilman Carl stepped next door for a quick second to get a stat check up for us.
Yeah, I was just wanting to see how many tackles Maddox had on the night. It looked like 7 or 8 tackles so far on the night, which, he's been involved in a lot of other ones as well.
So the extra point attempt. Looks like there's a flag on the play before the ball was snapped, and it looks like it's going to go against the Buccaneers for an offsides penalty. And that is what they will do. So we wait the snap. Here it is. Ball's down. Kick is up. And it is good.
It's really good.
So that would score 41-14 with 2 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Rebels lead the Buccaneers. Well, still a lot of time left, we can build on something here. Let's see what we got.
Yep. And look, give it to the Rebels. They made some halftime adjustments and decided, the first drive to go right at them, and they, started pulling back and slinging the ball the next drive, and they did, executed both pretty well. So see what we can do going forward.
Daughtry and the Rebels are getting set to kick it off to the Buccaneers. Back deep for the Bucs, Champagne, Rayburn, and Gaines.
Swift kick.
Going to be fielded by Rayburn. I'm going to try to find an opening. Brought down at about the 35-yard line.
First and 10. Buccaneers at 35.
So the Bucs going to start at their own 35-yard line, first and 10, with 1:57 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Look, very similar situation last year. Bowling Green goes to ACCS. It's like 2-0 at halftime. Final score was like 40 or 40-8. The Rebels. And then next thing you know, we're playing for a state championship at the end of the year. So,
Gerald snaps the ball, going to hand it here to, looks like number 2, that is Nathan Collins. Nice wheels on that.
Nice wheels. We haven't seen
wheels on that young man. Very impressive run. He is listed as a sophomore.
Yep. New guy.
Like to see that.
Yep. Was very good.
As Gerald comes back to the huddle after getting the signal from his coaching staff on
You
the
always
sideline.
like to see a little depth. And this guy just came here this year, so he's learning a totally new offense too. But looked great there.
Gerald under center, going to snap and give to Bryant, who's going to run it up the middle for a couple yards.
And look, they keyed on that kid the entire game. They have tried to just spy on Bubby Bryant, and it's worked. It's worked. But as many kids were trying to grab him, he just got over, 3. He got 3 over 3 yards there, right at 3 yards.
50 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. The Bucs to the line with a 2nd and 7 situation at the Rebel 48-yard line. Gerald under center. Ball is snapped. He's going to give it to Bryant, who's going to rumble for a first down.
Got some room.
We need to pick up there for Bryant.
And if he breaks through the line, you see what he can do once he just get through the first phase of the line. He's going to get some yards for you. Nice to see a good run there by Bubby Bryant.
Brought down at the 36-yard line of the Rebel for a 1st and 10 situation. Gerald going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off there to, hey, that's number 2 again.
There he goes.
Look at him go. Nice carry by Nathan Hyland yet again.
Trying to earn a spot, Cody.
Let me
That's a kid fighting for a spot.
He's doing a good job showcasing his speed and his vision. 2 nice runs from him on this drive. Have the Buccaneers at the 18-yard line.
And we'll go into the fourth quarter.
So that will be the end of the fourth quarter, so we're going to take a short break here.
About a 1 minute, 1.5 minute break, and we'll be back. You're watching Buck Vision and listening to 107.3 WFCG.
And we're back, and Gerald is going to go to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, going to hand it to Bubby Bryant, who finds some daylight, and he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Buccaneers!
I'd love to see that.
So a nice way to open up the fourth quarter. You're making a 41-20 ball game.
It looks like we kind of flip-flop a little bit. Our defense was getting going in the first half. Then our offense starts getting a little going, and we're kind of on our heels a little bit on defense, but let's see how we can respond here after the touchdown.
Buccaneers bring their extra point team onto the field. Bullseye Brock going to be set to kick here. And here's the snap. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is money. 41-21 now with 11 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The ACCS Rebels 41, the Bowling Green Buccaneers 21. And Carla, we can play the game of shoulda, woulda, coulda all we want to, but it's hard to imagine what kind of football game this would be if not for the early turn.
Oh, 100%.
Miscues.
I mean, going into halftime, we obviously would enjoy some refreshments from the concession stand and the discussion between the chain gang and everyone else. Without the fumbles, we're looking at maybe one score. And so, yeah, you don't want to look back, but I mean, really, that's what this game has turned into. We're down 3 touchdowns from turnovers.
So the Buccaneers are going to get set to kick it off here to the Rebels with C.J. Ferguson back deep. And Brock is going to kick it off. Going to pooch it here to the sideline, and number 24, it's going to be Levi Beasley. He didn't call a fair catch, but he got it out to the ground.
We almost could have caught that ourselves. I felt like we pumped the brakes a little early when we were coming at the ball, but I think we probably was confused as they were and had a little air under it. Really a great kick. If you're going to pooch it and give yourselves a chance to maybe get another turnover, Bullseye Brock. Hey, look, not a bad play. Even our camera guys over here agreeing with us. He likes this game.
So here we go. Carly going to take the snap and roll out
He's got a guy
to the
deep.
right. He's got a guy deep, and he's looking, and
almost intercepted. Great play, though. Is that Zeke Burford?
That's going to be Burford back there in coverage, putting a hand on the ball.
And look, he hit the ground a couple of times. He knew he had a missed opportunity there. Look, great defensive play, but he wanted the ball at his hands. He wanted that interception. And look, he put himself in the position to get it. And great play by Bowling Green, because you saw number 14 coming across the field wide open.
All right, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Carter going to take the snap, hand it to number 13, who's going to try to find some room to the outside.
Look, I love how everybody slid down the line. Nobody tried to go in the backfield and make a hero play. Everybody fought down the line, didn't let them get around them. Great execution there on defense. Discipline there.
That's going to be number 53, Mason Lumpkin, for the Buccaneers.
I tell you, another great player on this defensive front field. That dude is a bulldog playing in the linebacker.
Can absolutely see that as the ball is snapped. Carter's looking deep, got a man, but just overthrows him.
It was a dart.
A dart. So the pass was tended to number 8, Cedric Owens.
Let's see what they do here. They may leave the offense on the field.
They are going to leave the offense out on the field on 4th and long.
The disrespect, Cody. I'm just going to
From
say
their
it.
own territory. They're going to be at their own 42-yard line.
No.
Now they're going to bring out the punt.
Sorry.
Carlos
Disrespect got me coughing.
Carlos with the cough. Coughing Carl.
Coughing Carl tonight.
Coughing
Well,
Carl.
the summer cold's going around. I apologize, but I wasn't going to miss the broadcast for that.
Punt is up. And Reverend's just going to get away from it as it takes a rebel bounce down to the 18-yard line in Buccaneer territory. We got a helmet off on the field. We got some flags down. Maybe a little jog going back and forth. Pointing at the scoreboard. Hopefully they can get this situated.
And I really think it's going to be on the Rebels here. Number 7's been jawing, man. He's been trying to get people to, get a little too scrappy. Let's see if he got away with it again. Nope. It is on them.
Penalty is the Rebels, personal foul.
So it finally caught up with him. And it seems to be on kickoffs and punts where altercations are coming into play with that.
Well, the ball looks like it's still going to be spun. Yes, they're going to move it up from the penalty. So,
Well, from the spot of the ball.
From the spot of the ball, yes. So the Buccaneers are going to start at their own 26-yard line with a chance to make a little run here with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Score quick here,
in the ball game. We'll see what happens. And hey, see a little bit of number 2 again on this drive.
Yeah. Got Maddox McGee in at quarterback.
Maddox takes the snap and hands it there to what's going to be number 2. Looks like he's going to pick up a small gain. And seems to be just some disagreement in the stands about the spot of the ball. So I'm not exactly sure. Were we looking at a 10-yard penalty here?
It was a personal foul, so it's supposed to be 15.
Well, they only moved us 10.
Yeah.
Buccaneer 27.
So after that play, nothing doing there. So the ball's going to be at the 27-yard line. McGee takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Bubby Bryant. He's going to pick up a few yards there on the carry.
Pollard goes out for the Rebels.
So that should bring up a 3rd and 3 now from the 33-yard line
For the Buccaneers.
in Buccaneer territory. Shout out to a great friend of mine, like a brother to me, and a good friend to you, Bradley Steele. Give us a little chat here on the textbook. He's
Alumni.
Pine Raiders head football coach.
But a
Right
Bowling
here at the
Green
Bowling
alumni.
Green.
He's a
Yes.
Buccaneer at heart. I know he's going to love that statement, but I just want to put it out there.
Looks like we got too many players on the field, and we call a timeout. So timeout Buccaneers, timeout Chargers at the Bucks here with 9 minutes 23 seconds.
Bradley can tell whatever he wants. He believes green and gold. Look, really, all joking aside, when I was a sophomore and Bradley was a senior, he helped me tremendously. He was, just like we talked about Maddox McGee, he knew every position and what everybody's supposed to do. He had you, and he encouraged you, even as an underclassman. He kept you pumped up. He didn't down you when you made mistakes. He was a great coach on the field.
Coach on the field. Yeah.
And I appreciate it. He's been a very good friend over the years. And yeah, I like to mess with him about being at Pine, but I'm so happy for all the success he's had there. I know he's loved there. Maybe one day we can get him to come there. But anyways, Bradley, we love you and we appreciate you.
He's definitely a coach on the field. We knew what his calling was at a very young age. So,
Absolutely.
anyways, so the Buccaneers now going to come back to the line of scrimmage at their own 33-yard line. On 3rd down here, we're going to fake the handoff, and McGee's going to keep it himself and pick up a couple. Let's see where they're going to spot this one.
It's going to be a first
That will be
down.
enough to move the chains.
I think if you were just a little short, you go ahead and go for it anyway, Cody.
Absolutely. No question about it.
Buccaneer 37.
So So the Bucs going to have it at their own 37 with a 1st and 10. 8:58 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Ball is snapped. McGee's going to hand it off here to number 2.
You got to stay on your blocks.
And he's going to be dropped for a loss.
One man to beat there, and just look. We gotta stay on our blocks and drive.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and about 14 from the Buccaneer 33. 3rd and 14. 8-10 and count. Maddox is going to take the snap, going to hand it to Gaines here. He's going to try to find a little running room and be brought down. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3 there.
Kind of like to see a little McGee throwing action.
Not a bad time to do it on 3rd and long. Going to make it about 3rd and 12 now.
Third about 12 from Buccaneer 36.
From the Buccaneer 36. Ball is snapped. McGee is looking back to pass.
Oh,
a little bit of a
I like it.
misfinger
Little screen.
to Rayburn.
Stay on your feet. Oh,
Who's going to be brought down in the middle of the field.
I like the play call.
I love the play call.
Had one man to beat. You hadn't ran it all game. We talk a lot about Maddox, but Dad played quarterback and middle linebacker. Matt McGee played for the state championship team. It's kind of in his blood. He's just he's a field general.
Yeah, and his speaking of McGee, his brother Brent McGee is in attendance here tonight.
Nice, I didn't see him.
Great
Good.
friend of mine, another one's like a brother. He actually coaches at Pearl River here. He was a football coach at Bowling Green some time ago when I was in junior high.
Great tackle by Cam Seals. Don't know what the penalty is for.
I would like to point out right quick, Carly, that one time as Brent was coaching the game in JV, it would have been my 8th grade year. We had the ball. It was after a turnover on downs. We had 10 men on the field. We noticed one was missing.
Was it you?
No, it happened to be Jesse Gibson, who, come to find out, the reason that this happened was a crow, a big giant crow, flew from the power line and landed on Gibson's shoulder pads, causing him to be distracted and just staring at the crow, and we had to burn a timeout. So that's not something you can make up.
No, true story.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you see Brent McGee tonight, ask him about it.
I sure will.
We tell people that story and they do not believe us.
Jesse Gibson and the Crow.
Jesse and the Crow. 30 years later, still lives on. 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter.
Just can't get the crow off his shoulder out of my head.
I mean, what do you do with a big giant? It's not like it's a mock.
I don't move. It's like, guys, look, I can't go out there. The bird of death is on my shoulder. All right, we'll get back in it. 2nd and long for the Rebels.
Ball's going to be snapped and handed off here to number 13. That's going to be AJ Gibbons. Going to make it 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 from the 47. Carter takes the snap, going to hand it off to Gibbons again, who's going to pick up enough for the 1st down and a few more.
Cody, we just can't tell anymore. Look, I could get into some funny stories about Andy Creel.
He's also here tonight.
Also here. Love Coach Creel.
As do I. Great man.
Great man. Coached me, pretty much all the way up to my senior year. I was a water boy when he was there. could tell some funny stories that he probably wouldn't appreciate being on air, but I'm not going to do that.
I love Coach Krill. Love seeing him every time.
Yep.
So great to have him here. Shaped me, you know, like in a lot of areas in life for sure, and all of us.
Yep.
Carter's going to hand it off here to number 1. That's going to be Riley Roach. Nice little carry there for Roach. With 4 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The Rebels lead 41-21. Carter going to take the snap and mishandle it, and the Bucks will pick it up and go with it.
Good job.
Cam Seal with a scoop and score. And look out, the Buccaneers, with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go, get on the board after a bad snap.
Key there, Cody. Maddox McGee didn't go for the ball. He went to tackle the quarterback so he couldn't get it, knowing that we were going to be able to jump on the ball if he took him out. And there we went. I mean, that was a difference in him just trying to go for the ball and tackling the guy, and it allowed Cam Seal clean pick up and take off. Great job.
Great instincts.
Now Seal 21. I mean, it must be the number. Bradley, I know you're listening. 21 just ran it all the way back, buddy.
4 minutes and 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the fourth. The extra point team on for the Buccaneers after the Cam Seal scoop and score. So we will wait to see how this extra point shakes out as a Rebels player runs onto the field as they're 1 short.
Cody, I hate using the word making things respectable because I want to win. A loss is a loss.
A loss is a loss.
But it all goes back to the first half, just with those fumbles, and you know we're only 2 scores behind.
Well, the extra point is open, it is good, so that's going to make it 41-28.
Normally, when you turn over the ball as much as we did, you're not within 2 scores going in, you know, especially as good as this quarterback and this offense for the Rebels really are.
Well, you know, things I'm going to take away from this is we have progressed through this game.
We've grown up.
We've grown through the game. We have a lot to build on. A lot of positive things to see. Moving the football. The offensive line has played well. Just some miscues on some simple things that can be ironed out
Can be fixed.
throughout the season.
Can be fixed. You know, and as much talk, you know, I didn't really say much in the pregame, but you know, I feel like the Rebels thought they were going to come here and just completely walk the dog, no contest. And, you know, a loss is a loss, but so many positives and seeing how they've grown. And
there's something to be said about staying in the fight.
Oh, 100%.
Not laying down.
Yeah.
Definitely some positive things here for week 1. As the Bucs are getting set to kick off with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go. The Rebels lead the Bucs 41-28. Cody Wise, the Wise Man, and Carly King, Councilman Coughing Carl for the night.
Look, I'll have that fixed next time. I apologize for it. I know it's really bothering you.
Not at all.
Not as much as the crow on Jesse, but it's bothering me. Oh, we got an onside.
And that will be Neil. As you can catch us on Buck Vision live streaming and also listen to us on the radio on 107.3 WFCG.
Yeah, it's the first time we've done this, broadcast at the same time. Usually you have a couple of guys on the radio, we'll be on Buck Vision. But we made an attempt to combine it, which we're going to iron out some wrinkles, some things that moving forward we'll try to do, not tonight, but moving forward we're trying to set it up where we can have a post-game interview for player of the game, maybe do a Thursday afternoon, pre-game talk with the coach and how they're progressing, see how practice and things are going. Some things I want to add. I'm not tech savvy, but I know people who are to try to make this happen for us. We've got a new Jumbotron. There's been talks, Cody, we could be doing pregame on the Jumbotron with a camera interface. That's next level NIL type stuff.
That's good stuff.
I mean, you use my image and likeness there, right?
Indeed.
It's not a good image, but it's there.
It's there to see. as Carter will keep it around the end and pick up a nice gain of about 15 there. The Rebels are going to be in Buccaneer territory at the 41-yard line. 5-wide formation, man in motion. He's going to throw it across the middle to Burns there. And
I mean, does the ref have an ACCS jersey on? Kind of strange us there.
As he's going to be brought down over the first down, and then we're going to pick up a.
Look, I feel like they're a little flag happy. I can't see how far they took him out of bounds there, but I feel like they were playing football.
I go to play personal foul against the Buccaneers.
Personal foul against the Buccaneers with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go.
Take another snap over the head here.
They're going to walk it on down to.
Well, they gave them 15 on their end.
And that's going to put them at the 15-yard line. With the clock still running, 3:32. First and 10 from the 15. Ball is snapped. Carter's looking back. The throw. Helmet comes off.
Interception! Interception!
The ball comes out.
It's Cam.
It's
Cam Sims
again.
Don't run out. Keep running.
He's going to
Keep
make a
running.
big return. Still on his feet. Finally brought down at the Rebel 46-yard line. And hey, another big play there for the Bucs as number 2. Parker Roach couldn't hold on to it, and it was picked off by number 21 Cameron Seal. So nice play, way to be in position.
There's another one of those seniors, leaders. It'd be hard for me not to, give a player of the game right now to this guy making some plays right here at the end. Look. A little more speed, but he was giving it everything he had.
Great return.
Great return. Great job.
So we're going to have Gerald back. We're going to have Gerald back in at quarterback, and he's looking to throw, and nothing there. So he's going to try to run it, and the ball comes loose. The Rebels pick it up, and they are on their feet. That's Burns for a big return. And he's finally going to be brought down as he's going to bring it back in within Buck territory inside the 20-yard line. So we don't want to see that there, obviously, towards the end of the game after a big play. But another fumble loss, Carly.
I mean, again, it's just how many fumbles we've had in this game? Over 5, right? Look. We had the conversation before. It goes back, it can be fixed, but we got to fix it now. You want to get it fixed before you go into district play for sure. And we got time for that. I mean, you got 3 big games, or 2 big ones coming up. I think we go to Park Lane, maybe wrong there, but I'm pretty sure we're at Park Lane. Then we have a big home game here versus Silman.
Carter to the line, going to take the snap and hand it to number 30 there, who's going to find some room and going to make his way into the end zone, breaking tackles, and he will score for the Rebels. That's going to be number 30, Sean Carey Cothran, who wore 21 in the first half for yet another touchdown for the Rebels, and that will bring the score to 47-28.
Look, after Cam Steele got the interception and ran it back, I mean, if we score quick, we're talking about, and honestly, long shot, but a shot there. To win the football game, and it's how quickly can that turn?
As the Rebels bring in their extra point team, that's going to be Daughtry to attempt that. As we await the snap, 2 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. Ball and snap, it's down, kick is up, and it is good. So that will bring the score to 48-28 with 2:49 left to go. The Rebels lead the Bucs. Carly, I want to say this. I have a ton of confidence in Preston Gerald. I spent a lot of time around that kid during basketball season last year. I would help out a little bit. And, just really athletic kid, good head on his shoulders, very smart. I feel like he's going to do well this season.
Yeah. I agree with
You
that.
know,
I mean,
a couple fumbles here and there is something to work on, but you know, I've got all
this
the
is the
confidence
first
in
full game he's had in
I-
how long at a quarterback?
Sure.
You know?
I've got all the confidence in the world in him, so I look forward to see.
And look,
How he does
you
this
don't
year.
ever get a true look. You know this as well as I do, as small as some of the schools are as far as depth goes in practice. It's hard to get a true look. You got players banged up. You got some underclassmen that are stepping up from junior high. And so, you know, it's a lot faster. And just got to do a little more with ball security. And I'm sure that's, look, Coach Johnson definitely going to harp on that in the next week. So.
So the Rebels will get set here to kick it off with Gaines, Rayburn, Champagne back deep for the Buccaneers. Kick is up, and Champagne's going to field it cleanly and make a decent little return there. They'll be brought down at about the 37-yard line. 38-yard line.
Looks like Preston's going to come out, back out to play quarterback. Like to see a good drive here. Finish this thing on a good note.
2:45 left to go.
One thing you've learned from the team, they're full of fighters. They didn't lay down, played football. Let's clean some of it up, and I think we're going to be okay. There he goes.
Bryant going to take
There
the
he
handoff
goes.
up the middle and make a nice run for a first down end zone. Gain of about 14. Going to run it over to the 36-yard line in Rebel territory. 2:24 and counting.
You know, we talked about Hutch coming back, but also nice to have Matt McGee back.
It is.
He's down there on the sidelines tonight. Look, look
Probably
at
going to take a
this.
big carry.
You know, Matt coached me, and great coach. He knows how to coach, handle kids. He loves on them. He chews on them, but he knows the game. And you know, just being back around him's brought back old memories of when
Sure,
he coached me,
yeah.
and
It's always
I've
fun.
enjoyed it.
It's always
very
fun to
much.
have a good chat with
Yeah.
you. 1 minute and 37 seconds left to go. Joe's going to hand it to Rayburn, who's going to be brought down in the backfield by number 6, Kentrell Stampley.
There's something important here as the time's running out. You're getting out of here. I haven't really seen anybody really with major injuries. You're going to have some bumps and stuff. So if we can get out of here free of injury, we've learned some things about ourselves, some very positive things.
There's going to be a timeout on the field with 1:29 left. And we haven't seen a crow fly down and land on somebody's shoulder pad, so that's a nice thing too.
Well, Coach, we still got a minute 29 for that to happen. I'd love for a buzzard to fly out and try to get on somebody's shoulder. Preferably on the opposite side, but not really.
You just love to see the atmosphere here with the improvements that's been made.
Oh,
over the
man,
last
it's
few
so
years. It's just
nice.
so nice.
It
to see.
really is. Every time I come out here, I'm just like, you know, pride. You know, we're on the opposite. You know, I think originally this was the home side that we're on now, right?
Yes.
And then that was years ago, like the 80s maybe, early 90s, even like 97, we were on the opposite side of the home side. So when they made the change, I was like, man, this ain't the same. I don't like it.
I loved it right off the bat.
I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't. But once they added the new stands and they came with a brick and the new press box, and now we got a jumbotron. The field's totally new.
Well, I'll say I loved it when they added the new stands.
Yeah.
That just changed everything.
Yeah, the first year I went crazy about it, but once
Yeah.
they had a vision that took time, and new parking lot, new concession stand. Really a lot of nice things going on at Bowling Green and a lot of pride.
Joe gonna get under center. 57 seconds left to go. Gonna take the snap and hand it off here to Cam Seal.
And a lot of that probably is just because I remember Bruce Hunt, my dad, and others building the press box on the opposite side of the field. And just, you know, when they start tearing some of that stuff down, it's like, you know. But look, things change. You can't get attached to it, and it changed for the best.
Change is good. Speaking of Hunt, I see Lee Hunt sitting right there below us.
Another stud.
Great running back
Yep.
in the past for the Buccaneers. Another very good friend. Fun one to watch here for sure. 49 seconds left here at the timeout. The ACCS Rebels lead 48 to the Bowling Green Buccaneers 28. As both teams are coming back onto the field. Gerald ready to get under center and call his cadence. Ball is snapped. He's going to roll out and look to find somebody open. Looks like he's got Rayburn there, but covered as he's going to be tackled out of bounds. Which will stop the clock at 44 seconds. And, well, I'm sorry, that was a turnover on down since it was on fourth down. So, the Rebel offense will bring it out, and I can imagine they're going to get in victory formation and wind this thing down.
Will be first and 10 Rebels at the Buccaneer 26.
As Carter gets his offense ready. And he's going to get under center and take a knee, as expected, to wind this thing down.
You're going to have to do it one more time. I don't know, it's pretty close.
Looks like there's a 1 second differential. So they're going to do just that.
It's going to be a ball game.
Take a knee, and that's going to wind this thing down with the final score. ACCS Rebels 48. The hometown Bowling Green Buccaneers 28.
Look, got some positives, like we talked about. We came out, butterflies, a couple of false starts, then we turned the ball over. Fumble, or interception, fumble. Things we can fix. And I mean, you got to look back at the turnovers and how close this game could have been. I mean, look, we were within 2 scores and we make an interception and right here in the fourth quarter and even had a little shot there to make it a ball game again. So
Certainly some positive to build
look,
on.
ACCS is a very good football team.
Very good.
Nothing to hang your head on to come out here and you put up a fight against a very good team.
Very good football team.
So I've enjoyed it.
Talented quarterback. So we look forward to see what will happen next week as the Bowling Green Buccaneers face the Park Lane Pioneers. So until next time, I'm the wise man Cody Wise, along with Carly King, the Councilman Carl.
The
Coffin Carl. We will see you next time. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe.